What the fudge? I can't even explain how many ways the Commanders found to lose, manage a way to find to lose this game. What an embarrassing loss by the Washington Commanders, who have now lost 3 in a row to a Dallas Cowboys team who have nothing, absolutely nothing to play for. Don't have Trevon Diggs, don't have Zach Martin. You're on your second string quarterback, Cooper Rush. This is just inexcusable. The Commanders find a way, and I for a second, I thought we were in 2023 and 2022 and 2021 where it's Juan Rivera coaching. Like, again, you show up a game where the Commanders were on a mini bye. The Cowboys played on Monday Night Football, and you lose like that at home. Like, for as long as I've been a fan, this organization has been owned by Dallas. And as much as us fans want to say we want Dallas, at the end of the day, they own us. Dak, Cooper, Matt Castle in 2015 when we were in 7th grade. This is stupid. Like, I just don't understand. Cliff Kingsbury, throughout the whole game up until that fourth quarter, offense is so stagnant. But then, come 2 minutes when we need to score, they just find a way to spread the ball. What the heck? I didn't want to believe that Cliff Kingsbury, that second half collapse offensive season is true. But I mean, man, dude, this game just put the cherry on top of it. A Dallas Cowboys defense, which is dead last in almost every category. I get it. They got Deron Bland back. But come on, dude. He's one person. Like, this is inexcusable. But we were 7-2 at one point. And this schedule was supposed to be a cupcake walk. Everyone had us winning. We were favored by 10 points, the most since 2007. But again, the Commanders find the way to get in their own way. Sorry about the rant, Mahad. My good friend, Somali Sports Guy. You can go ahead and I'll take a little break.
Dude, honestly, it's hard to match that passion, bro. Like, this team is just, the Commanders will be the Commanders, bro. No matter the owner, no matter the head coach, whoever's on the team, this is the most typical Commanders fashion loss that we've been seeing our entire lives. You know, honestly, I don't even know what to say. Like, we deserve to lose this game. We lost to the Cowboys. They have Cooper Rush playing quarterback, and we lost to the Cowboys. No, honestly, what excuse is there? I don't care how many people want to blame the refs. People want to blame this drop. People want to blame fumbles. We lost to the Cowboys and Cooper Rush, bro. It's just that simple. Honestly, like, there have been times, you know, like, luckily, you know, that Terry touchdown towards the end of the game, you know, I was really excited. The opportunity to, you know, maybe take the game to overtime. Austin Cyber just straight up misses the kick. So that's just like, honestly, like, we had nothing going our way, and that's due to ourselves, you know? This team has a lot of big holes on the team, you know? We're not able to stop the run. Our O-line isn't strong enough, you know, one injury, and then everything just goes downhill from there. So this loss just really just highlighted the fact that, you know, we are 7-5, but does 7-5 really indicate how we're going to be playing for the next couple of weeks? Does it really show what type of team we are? Because we're not playing like we're a team that could possibly make the playoffs. We're playing like a team that is going to be like a number 1 pick in the draft in April. That's what we're playing like, honestly. Yeah, what do you think?
Dude, I mean, there's so many things. I mean, first of all, we have the blocked field goal. I mean, that was great to see. Great job by Quan Martin there. But Darian Mathis, for God's sake, out of everyone on the field, blocked the punt. I mean, oh my goodness.
Please.
The interception, it was Ryan Robinson's hands. I guess it was a bad throw by Jaden in that play. But, I mean, it was 3-3 at halftime offensively. What the hell were we doing? I don't know if it was just Mike Zimmer, like the way he schemed a good defensive game plan, but we just couldn't do anything. And there were times where it was so blatantly obvious that we were going to run the ball, and they stuff us. Like, and Austin Eckler got injured. Brian Robinson had a scary injury, I thought. Potentially season ending. I thought he was going to be out, but he came back in and battled. Like I don't understand, man. I really don't get it. Like, this team, like, okay, those 2 losses against Pittsburgh and Philly, you know, against very good teams. This is supposed to be a layup, a divisional. I get it. I understand divisional rival, but at the end of the day, we all know everyone in Dallas, they're going to clear staff after week 17. There's no reason to be winning in their case. But they find a way with a backup quarterback in Cooper Rush, who looked like Joe Montana out there, the way he was managing the game. There were times where the ball was bad snaps. The Cowboys still recovered it. That Kevontae Turpin kickoff return, oh my goodness. That's some shit that you see in Madden, bro.
Yeah, bro. That's
spin moves, and like, I don't get it, man. I really don't. Like, this Commanders team just, This is just a crazy way to let your fans down. And now you're 7-5, 3-game losing streak. You have Tennessee, and
3-game losing
Tennessee
streak.
just beat Houston.
Yeah.
I don't
What
know.
is this? What is this shit? I'm honestly like, just like going into this offseason, from this past offseason, going into this season right now, we were supposed to be a rebuilding team, and luckily the fact that our first couple games are when we went on a really big winning stretch, we were just able to get away with bad offensive line play. Honestly, it looked good, but honestly now it's catching up to us, and I think that's something that's like getting affected by what Cliff Kingsbury could do. His play calling, like you said, is so predictable. There's no versatility. You can expect 2nd and 4, 2nd and 6. You could expect what he's going to do every single time. It's just like, I don't know. I think it's coming down to coaching. Honestly, defensively, yeah. Defensively, I don't even think like they were really the big problem. Honestly, like offensively, we couldn't put points on the board. Honestly, and special teams saved our butts a lot of time as well. So I just honestly don't even know what to say. I'm just like I'm really mad. I'll be honest. I'll be really honest with you, Abdullah.
Yeah. There's
Like
just
the drops too. There have been times where there's a lot of drops, bro, and overthrows by Jaden Daniels as well. That one crossing route by Zach Ertz and towards like the beginning of the second half, right over his head. He was wide open. You can't be missing stuff like that. Cooper Rush had a good game too. I'm not even gonna lie. He had a lot of good passes to CD. Him and them two were on connection from like kickoff until the end of the game, man.
And that was the game plan going in. Who else are you going to throw to? The one
Exactly.
thing I love about Mike McCarthy and what he does with that offense, he finds a way to get the ball to CD no matter what. Even if he's having a bad game, you just force feed him. It took up until an 86-yard touchdown to actually feed Terry, which I just don't understand in Cliff Kingsbury's mind, like what you're doing there. I'm just getting to the comment section right now, Mahad. That was brutal. Yep, effing Cybert. Cooper Rush is all of a sudden Tom Brady in his prime. Cyber gonna get cut by tomorrow. Same old, same old. Austin Cyber already like made his Instagram private. The holder bobbled. I won't blame it all on him on the way. 2 missed PATs. Cyber gonna go bye-bye. Bobbled or he missed a PAT earlier. 7th grade in 2015 is crazy. He's gonna get cut. Cliff is the blame. Gonzalez should have started. Game was pitiful. I don't care what anyone says. If you say otherwise, you are blind by success. Snapper and holder bobbled it. By the time Cyber kicked the ball, the holder has already fixed it. Cyber's fault and all of that, but the offense was horrendous today. Trade Cliff for a third. AB about to go on antidepressants. Where's Gonzalez? Trade Cliff for a bag of magic beans. Yeah, team got our hopes up for nothing. Yep, every week keeping teams in the game. I'm laughing it off. We give games away. Yeah, this is pitiful. You are too negative, bro. I mean, here's the thing: we deserve to be negative because at one point we were 7-2, Super Bowl contending in the eyes of ESPN and all those sports outlets. But now we just got exposed. It's similar to when in 2021, our freshman year of college, where Kyler Murray and the whole Hail Mary touchdown happened with Cliff Kingsbury as the OC, and they just fall apart and lose the rest of the season. Like, it's just like, what happened to us, man? It's like, are we really gonna go 7-10 these next couple of games?
Dude, honestly, when people were talking about this whole mid-season Kingsbury effect, I felt that was just too much of an immature take to actually say. And, this is the NFL. There's no way that something like that's actually like, legit. But now I'm sitting here and I'm like, what can I say to defend it? Honestly, like the past 3 weeks have shown enough. It's just like, I really hope we really come back against the next week against Tennessee, bro, because something's got to change. This season's still not over. I'm not gonna like sit here and call it quits, throw the towel. I'm telling you, it's still up there. We definitely have a shot, but dude, we came back off a 10-game no game stretch. We had 10 games from our last Thursday night game against Philly up until now, and you'd expect 10-day stretch, and you'd expect some sort of passion, some sort of like fire lit up on this team in the locker room. Nothing, bro. Nothing.
Yeah. This off season there's gonna be a lot of holes addressed. They gotta get another wide receiver because although I love Noah Brown, there was a lot of balls where he just went through his hands and he just couldn't catch it. John Bates with the fumble, that was atrocious. I'm not gonna lie, Mahad. As much as I want to say that fumble by I forgot when Jeremy Chin had that hit on the receiver. I don't know. Did that look like a fumble or is it just
I'll be honest. I feel like it was a drop. I didn't I think it's very different from what John Bates had. I didn't see him turn around and do any type of football move, but in my opinion, I'll be unbiased. Like I really think it was just a drop.
great hit by Jeremy Chin though?
Yeah, that was insane. That was insane. I think the biggest thing that like really showed out to me this week was we couldn't put pressure on Cooper Rush on that O line. We need a real edge. We need a true edge. Dorrance Armstrong isn't enough to really make a big change. Dante Fowler, inconsistent. What happened to all this 8.5 sacks? I didn't see him do much this game, right?
Mhm.
Like we're
Yeah.
not stopping the run. Darren Payne's getting paid how much? He's on one of the biggest guys on the payroll. He's not making plays. It's just like the amount of money that we're putting into these guys, we're not getting our return on all the investments we put out there in the offseason. It sucks, bro. It's just like, it's unfair. It sucks. Like they don't, I don't even know, bro.
Frankie Louvu, at least he was
Typical. He's going to do his thing,
definitely
Igbenogany,
baller.
Noah Igbenogany, a couple weeks ago, I was really high on him, but today him and a lot of the secondary, they just kind of disappointed me. Benjamin St. Juice, I don't even want to say his name. We're not gonna say his name actually, because he doesn't deserve DMVSportsZone any type of like coverage on that man at all. He doesn't deserve it, bro.
Yeah, no, I saw a post on social media where like he's actually like one of the worst football players in the NFL. I mean, yeah, dude, there's gonna be a lot of changes off season. You got Tennessee coming up. You got the bye week after, and I'm hoping. I mean, at this point, Maha, let's say you lose, you're 7-6. Hopefully not, but you lose to Tennessee. Do you bring back Marshawn Lattimore?
Honestly, the way I see it, the reason why we're losing isn't because of our secondary. So me personally, I wouldn't. I take time with him. I look at him as more of an investment piece for the next year or two in the future. Right? We're not losing this game because our defense sucks. Our defense is decently keeping us in. Regardless of how bad they played against Cooper Rush, our offense just can't put points on the board. It's that simple.
Until like the last 15 minutes.
The last 15 seconds, bro. They want to act like they're the Kansas City Chiefs. Like, oh my God, but. The offense needs to step it up from the beginning. We can't be doing these, 3 and outs. I'm pretty sure for a good amount of the game, Jaden Daniels was 0 for 3, 0 for 5 on all third down attempts up until like the third quarter. You can't win games like that.
I agree. No,
Man.
Austin Seibert, I love the dude. Coming into this game, he only missed 2 kicks, but I mean, there's got to be a conversation about him kicking plus 50 yards. That first, it's like a golf swing. Like it looks so bad.
Yeah.
And you miss an extra point, and then another extra point. Are we really gonna go back to the discussion where there needs to be another kicker in Washington?
Exactly.
Time and time again in the past, as long as we've been fans, we haven't had that Justin Tucker. We haven't had that Matt Prater on this team, and as much as I want to defend him, like I get the snap was bad, but like that first extra point, like eventually it comes down to the small things, and Austin Seibert,
that's what wins you games. The small stuff: tackling, penalties, kicking, special teams. Special teams wins you games. Just watch it, And to be honest, I don't even think the snap was even that bad to affect the kick that much, to be honest. I think Tressway, he fumbled up a little bit, but like he got it up there in a reasonable amount of time before Seibert kicked it. I'll tell you this, I was a lot less anxious with Zane Gonzalez these past few weeks. I'll tell you that. I don't know. Every time Seibert just goes to line up, I don't know. Start getting butterflies in my stomach.
Thank you, Dave and DC, for tuning in. Big fan of the channel. If Jaden starts playing at full speed, I think we'll be okay. But if he continues to play in the pocket, we'll be raising him for playoffs. Yeah, that first rushing touchdown. I mean, I liked it. Quick and simple.
The version 2. The 2 point.
Yeah, it definitely looks like Jaden's way more healthier now compared to that Philadelphia game. But again, dude, it's like the Dallas Cowboys, who had nothing to play for. I'm sorry, but it's not as bad as that Bears loss that we had last year, and not even as bad as that Giants loss last year, but it's just similar because they have nothing to play for. And if I'm a Dallas fan, obviously it's cool beating it, but you want a better draft pick because at this point, like, you're going to clear house. You might as well, like, obviously fill in some holes. But again, if you're Dallas, you want to beat your division rival, and they came and they saw and they conquered, man.
Yeah, man.
I mean, Micah Parsons, I think, had a sack. I mean, defensively, one guy, I forgot his name. I think his last name was James or Butler. Sorry,
Butler, he was 31. He was.
I'll be honest, like those catches, like it was just through Noah Brown's hands. Like obviously he had some nice plays, but
I'm telling you, Jaden Daniels, as much as he had some mistakes in this game, he wasn't necessarily, in my opinion, the reason we lost. We got some drop passes. The O-line overall, I know Wiley was in and out for a bit. Brandon Coleman stepped out the game with a hand. I think he maybe like popped the finger out at socket or something like that. But I don't know. The O-line coming into this year was one of the biggest holes on this team, and now it's getting put in the spotlight. People are finally realizing it, and we can't just keep hiding and getting away with it. And so that's the thing I think holding us back. we're a rebuilding team. Let's remember that at the end of the day. We're 7-5. Going from what, 2-2, and last year we were what, 2 and
Last year we're 4-13.
4-13, 4-13. From that until going 7-5 right now, that's a very big improvement. So that's something to keep in mind. But we gotta be better overall.
Yeah, I agree. It's just it'll be very, very frustrating on the outlook of the season if we lose out, bro. I'm sorry, it just will be like it'll be embarrassing, but we'll see. Maybe we'll like I'm gonna actually wonder next week. Obviously, this week was a big test, but I think next week your backs are really against the wall at 75. Do you lose to a Tennessee team, a 3-win Tennessee team? Who knows? Who knows? But again, an embarrassing loss to the Commanders, but I just don't know what to say, man. I mean, I really wanted to beat the I wanted to beat them by 40.
Yeah,
We lose
I
to them
know.
by 8 in that fashion. Is there anything else you want to add before we head out?
Dude, honestly, with the holidays coming up, Thanksgiving coming up, I really wanted our team to give me something to be thankful for, but I'm not thankful for much right now, I'll be honest. I
Yeah.
just, I think hopefully, this whole Austin Eckler situation, his injury isn't as big as it seems. Hopefully we can just go into this game against Tennessee healthy and to really, put a mark out on it. That's what we gotta hope for.
Yeah, no, man, I agree. Disappointing loss to the Cowboys, man. I really had a little rant earlier in the live session if you missed that, but
Yeah.
again, Commanders will always find a way to lose games. At least the old Commanders. And hopefully, we won't get more shades of this. But we'll see. We still got to. The season's not over 100%, but this is not a good sign
Right.
for the next couple of weeks. With that being said, guys, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe to the DMVSportsZone channel. We'll like to push out as much fire content out there as possible. Follow us on all social media platforms: TikTok, Instagram, Twitter at DMVSportsZone. Also, check out Muhud's Twitter account or X. Can't correct that every time, but at Somali Sports Guy, post some great content on there. Commanders right now 7-5, embarrassing loss today. Hopefully they can bounce back. Classic DC, man. And we're out. Peace.